Yo, yo, yo. What's going on?
What's
What's
good?
going
What's
on,
good? What's
Pelican?
good? What's
How you
good?
feeling today?
Man, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Good,
Man,
man.
ready to get this thing kicked off.
Yeah. So this is a new episode. Well, we're starting over. I started it over. So this is episode 2 of the Bridge Podcast. So, we had fell off for a little bit. But we're back. I am the co-host, Rowski.
And I am the delegate, the host, the delegate, Andre Johnson.
Man, what are you looking at over there?
Man, I'm looking at TV, man. I'm trying to catch up with these sports.
All right, man. So we have my homeboy B Trev going to be joining us, and we just gonna
B Trev's in the house.
just start rapping, man.
Yeah.
We got B
doing,
Trev
B?
on here with us.
B.
How y'all doing?
Good,
We
man.
coolin', man. B Trev in the house. Got the claps for you. Pause on the claps.
Hey, bro. So what we talking about tonight, man?
So, I kind of wanted to address the whole Shador thing, and basically the Sanders in general. You know, I'm really hoping this dude makes history every single year, yo. Especially Shador. I really hope he makes history every year. And his name's Shiloh or Silo? Shiloh, I
No,
think, right?
well, which one are you talking about? So
The
you have
youngest one.
Shiloh,
No, the
you
oldest
have
one.
Shiloh,
I'm
and you
talking
The
have
about
oldest
both
one.
of them.
Shador.
I'm talking about both of them. I bounced from Shador and I said Shiloh. Okay.
Okay.
All right. This
Mhm.
dude, yo, you always trying to check me, man.
Because you need to be checked.
Man, whatever, man. Anyways, how do y'all feel about, all the controversy that's going on around the Sanders family?
Well, man, look, man. I think that Shador. I think that he had a phenomenal college career. And I think that uh, all the stuff surrounding them. First they say that he had bad tests, or he talked to the owners and the coaches poorly and things like that. And maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I don't know. I think the discussion tonight it should surround: um, did he have um, bad discussions with coaches and with owners, or did they hold him to a standard because of his last name? Because of his dad. Did they say, okay, well, we're gonna teach him a lesson because of his father, because of his last name? Because
Hmm.
I mean, we can discuss this, but it, from the eye test that I saw when he was
Hmm.
at Colorado, there's no question that he ain't a top rated quarterback, college quarterback that should have been
Hmm.
drafted higher.
Yeah. Yeah, and I seen something, a headline where there was I guess a reporter in practice with them or something, and he was asked like, who's who do who are the Browns looking at as, you know their top QB, and they said Shador, like, undoubtedly, you know. Um, what's your take, Trev?
Uh, well, I'm just glad to see that he's winning teammates over because that's the thing that they're not reporting to you. They want you to think this kid's having the worst time of his life, and really, his teammates are all doing this little, signature thing in front of the other
Yeah,
quarterback. So it's just like I think that he embraced the uh, the negative image that they try to portray him. Uh, he made lemons out. What they say, making lemons out of lemonade.
right, right,
So that's
right.
pretty much what he did. And
Yeah.
shout out to Andrew Barry. He from Bel Air, GM for the Browns.
Oh yeah,
So
you didn't
Yeah,
know that, cuz.
yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, Bel Air High School.
I,
Bel Air High School, right?
I had
You
to
did
shout him
not
out, man.
know that, bro.
Everybody knew it except
What?
you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, everybody knew
Who?
it.
Who
Nah,
didn't know it? I
Andre.
didn't.
Nah,
Oh
Andre
no,
didn't know that.
the only reason I know it because back in when I used to go to Bel Air real heavy. They're twins. They played for Bel Air. They was real good, but
Yeah.
they went to like Yale, and one of them went to like Harvard or Princeton or something like
Oh,
that.
so it's them. Oh, so
Yeah,
it's one of them dudes. When we
it's
was
one of
in
them.
school, yeah.
Yeah,
When we
they was
was
a
in
little
high
bit
school,
after.
they
They was a
right,
little bit
right,
after us. Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right. Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. Okay.
Andrew ended up getting a job for Cleveland, and
Oh
then
wow.
yeah, and he been there. He was like the youngest GM for a while. He still might be the youngest GM. I don't know, but
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah,
crazy, yo.
I
yeah,
think he is. I think he is. But bro, everybody knew that that cat was from
Bro.
Crawford County. Everybody
Bro.
knew that he was from Bel Air, except you.
Yeah, I didn't know.
yeah.
I ain't know.
A couple years ago,
I'm not ashamed to say I didn't know, but you, on the other hand, be acting like you be knowing
nah,
when
bro.
you be don't when you
But
don't know.
this the thing is that they made a big deal about it like 2 or 3 years ago. Because how long
I
B
had
Trev,
no
how
idea,
long
bro.
has he been the GM up there?
Man, I think it's going on like 3, 4 years right now. Yeah, maybe
Three,
like
4 years. They've made
yeah,
a huge thing about
Yeah.
that.
Well,
yeah,
sorry.
Yeah.
Nah, but so like I really do hope that he gets his fair shot. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I mean, because if the NFL is about money, I mean, the teams that passed up on him, I don't really. And then what Andre said about the test they gave him, I also heard that they was giving him like some plays that he really wasn't gonna know in the first
Hmm.
place,
Hmm.
and it was like almost like a setup kind of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sort of like sort of like how they've done us for hundreds of years. I'm just saying, like,
Um, yeah. If that's true, I mean, would and then he's like the most confident kid you probably gonna
right.
meet.
And why is
So
that such a bad thing, yo?
man,
To
I
have
know.
confidence in yourself. Yo, it's crazy because, and one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about this is because under every post that's about Shador, every video and stuff with Shador in it, there are people saying, "Oh man, his confidence is so arrogant, and he's just so arrogant. He needs to be humble." This, all types of stuff. Yo, it's like it's crazy. Why can't the kid be confident in himself? Why can't he do that? Any
That's
other,
go ahead, finish
look,
your thought.
I think any other kid, white, black, whatever, um you teach them confidence at a young age, right? You teach your child to be confident in their abilities, in their skill, in their language, in their speech, whatever. You teach them to be confident. So why is his confidence so scary to you?
But that's the point that I was making earlier was that is he being held to, or not held, but are they mad at him because of his last name, because of who his father is, because of his confidence, right?
Yeah.
Because look, last year, 2024 at Colorado, he played in 13 games. He completed 74% of his passes. He had 4,134 yards passing, 37 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions. That's and he was
Right.
he was being thought of as a Heisman candidate, right? So
Yeah.
there's something else at play there where you got to think like, okay, well, who is really pulling these strings to say that? I think what he went in the fifth round, right?
Fifth. Yeah.
Yeah, he went in the fifth round.
144.
Yeah, so I've never heard of a Heisman thought candidate going in the fifth round.
Yeah.
So let me ask y'all this. So let me ask y'all
Uh,
this.
Wait, before you go there, the 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 crazy thing about it was, what's up, Cuddy Cuz?
What's up, cuz?
All right, so we got my little cousin Andre jumping on with us too. But another thing that I had seen when I was looking at Shador and stuff like that, on the Browns website, I think it's the Browns website where they highlighted the the their draft picks. And so I know nothing about the quarterback that they received, that they picked before Shador, right? So, but they had an excerpt given, the stats and stuff, and it was like all of his great stats. You know what I mean? And then Shador comes, and then I'm reading it, and it mentions his interceptions, like just a couple of the bad things that doesn't look great for stats, football stats as a quarterback, you know. But it was just funny to me that how they highlighted his bad things, a couple of his bad things, and the other boy, it was just all of his good things. It's just crazy.
So yeah, so are you saying that race had something to play with it?
It could. I'm not saying that.
No,
You
just
know,
go ahead and say it.
no. I'm just saying. It could
No,
have.
I mean you saying I'm just saying, but you also pointing out something. So if you want to say it, then say it.
Uh, bro, you
I mean,
stupid, bro.
don't mince words. Go ahead and say it.
Hey, bro, let me bring in my man, Jermaine, to this conversation. What's up, man?
What up, bro? What up, bro?
What's good, man? We got my man Jermaine here. We got little cousin Andre. Got my man B Trev up there, and the delegate over there, or is over here on my camera. Yeah.
What
Dang,
we
what happened
talking
to my
about, yo?
man? We were just talking about Shador Sanders right now. Look like something happened to your camera, bro. Okay, there we go.
Oh, my bad. Y'all good?
Um, yeah, we were just talking about Shador Sanders right now. But where was you about to go, Andre?
So what I was going to ask the group here was that based off of the eye test, what y'all seen this year with Shador at Colorado or last year at Colorado, is he an NFL quarterback?
Yes.
Why
Absolutely.
why why you say that, Andre?
Um,
Man, put your face in the
Come on,
camera,
man. You
yo.
can't say
I'm trying to work it out. Trying to work out the kinks. Are we good? We good with this? I say yes because I mean he went to Jackson State. You know, he bought at Jackson State. Then he transferred to Colorado. Colorado they changed from they weren't even in like a real division. They changed to the Pac-12. So they started playing real, like more talent. Then I mean he's throwing the ball. He threw it to a Heisman receiver. It probably his stats would have been way better if he had an old line too. I don't know. I think they're doing him.
I mean that's a great point that his receiver was a Heisman Trophy winner.
All the receivers on his team got drafted.
All of them.
All of them got drafted.
Yeah, but it's funny how they all got drafted after he got drafted.
Yeah,
It was like
that's
somebody made a call like, "Hey, you can get the boys from Colorado now."
Uh, yeah, I know
So
that.
once again is and Jeezy, I want to get your take on this, but I want to ask. So is that an indictment on Dion?
Man, of course, we know that, they are hating Dion, bro. We know that they are hating on Dion because he came in and shook up the world, bro.
just from a personality standpoint.
Yeah,
Then he came in with the game.
yeah,
His game backed up his talk, and they ain't like that.
right.
Y'all don't feel like this another Bronny James situation?
As far as like nepotism and stuff like that.
Obviously, yeah, the nepotism, yo. And do I think he's an NFL quarterback? Absolutely. Do I think he's gonna come in and be? I can't even think of nobody right now, yo. But like,
Productive and stuff like that.
Bro,
in fairness, like the quarterback position coming straight into the NFL is one of the tougher positions to like transition into, yo. Like we
Hmm,
really ain't
hmm.
gonna know. Like we really ain't gonna know until we see what the offense looks like with him. I guess running the show, yo.
Yeah.
but Jeezy, this is what I'm gonna ask you, and that's a whole nother conversation about Bronny, because
Yeah.
is Bronny
Wait, don't mention LeBron when B Trev is on here. B
I,
Trev is a
Ronnie,
LeBron fanatic.
I ain't got no hate for Come on, the camera around. Hold up, how I cut this camera around?
wait a minute, B Trav, let me ask you this. What you a Bron you a LeBron hater or a LeBron fan?
Oh heck
Fanatic.
no, I'm a fanatic, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're a
Who
fanatic.
the f-
I met him when I was 16, and he was cool, and you know, just so happened he was pretty dang good at basketball. What's
Yeah,
that?
Okay,
Kobe.
Mamba. He got the Mamba. He got the
Oh
Mamba
yeah.
in the
No,
studio.
see, I don't see the thing
Hey
with me
yo.
is I don't disrespect nobody's playing skills, but you telling me Michael Jordan is, Kobe that, whoever you want to say, at the end of the day, I'm gonna wake up in the morning and be like, I'm still a LeBron fan. You're not gonna change my mind. So I just want y'all to get that. You could throw stats, you could throw this, you could throw that. I'm be like, at the end of the day, I'm gonna go to McDonald's, and guess what I'm gonna be when I leave out? A
A LeBron
LeBron fan.
fan.
So I'm gonna stick to it. But I won't disrespect nobody's, you know.
What, okay, because we can have a whole nother podcast on LeBron and who's the GOAT, right? But to Jeezy's point is that
Yo,
is
who
it
you calling Jeezy, yo?
I mean Jermaine.
I
Jermaine?
think he's calling Jermaine that. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Yeah,
That's what I.
I'm looking at the name, yo. Like,
I'm
yo,
like,
Yeah,
yo,
I'm like,
Hey,
where
but hey, but look, but
Jeezy
look,
from, yo?
but look, but fellas, if you really want to have a really hard debate, because there's too many fans to like just say what you know what I'm saying. You got your Kobe's, your Jordans. Why don't you say who's the best without a ring?
Oh, that's easy. That's Mello.
I would say Iverson.
Mello.
gotta go
nah,
mellow.
Hands down.
Gotta go mellow.
Mellow.
Hands down.
You wouldn't put Karl Malone in there?
No.
Karl Malone was nice.
Yeah,
If,
he
if we just
was.
talking personal faves, I gotta go mellow
I would go Mellow or Barkley, yo.
or Barkley.
I would go Barkley before I go Malone, for real, for real. Yeah, probably Kemp too. I would go Kemp before Malone.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Shoot. Yeah, it's a bunch of them, bro. It's
Before
a
Some
bunch
Malone,
of
people
Kemp.
them.
some people might say Vince.
I
Half
it,
amazing.
in my opinion, it gotta be Melo, bro.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
Since we changing the subject,
But
right?
but I don't argue who's the GOAT, bro. Cause
Since we
I'm just like Trev. Ain't nobody gonna change my mind from Michael Jordan, bro. And then Kobe
Yo, Drew,
Nah,
I know
man.
I love you, bro. That's why, yeah, I know I rock
already.
with you, yo. Yeah, man.
Already.
So so
And
so
and
so
I
y'all done got me
hated Kobe,
started.
bro, but
Y'all,
I gotta give it to him.
y'all done got me started, right? Because y'all saying like who's the best without a ring? Have we forgot about T Mac?
Bro,
T Mac ain't have enough, yo.
he
Huh?
T
T
Mac,
he
Mac
was
was nice. T Mac was nice.
I'll say
T Mac was.
he ain't have enough prime years. He ain't have
Yeah,
enough
he was
prime
hurt too
years.
much.
Like Melo makes more sense because Melo was nice his entire
all
career, just from
all way
garbage time.
around.
But no, I like I said, I'm a Kobe fan. So on the flip side of that, T Mac was like my second favorite player. So like T Mac and D Rose are the two biggest what ifs.
So
Mm.
Now
And
the
Grant
biggest
Hill.
what if is
Right.
I was just
Penny.
about to say Grant Hill too.
Penny and
Not
Grant Hill.
Penny. I say
Penny,
Penny
Grant
was the
Hill.
biggest what if.
Over
Another one for
Rose,
me. You said
Over who,
who?
man?
D Rose over D Rose.
Uh nah, D
Penny.
Rose too. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm saying Penny was the biggest what if to me.
Yeah. Got you.
so so what was you saying, Andre?
I got a what if. It's y'all remember Brandon Roy? He used to play for the
Yeah,
Trailblazers.
Brandon
Yeah.
Roy was nice too. Brandon
Yeah.
Roy
Brandon Roy
was
was
nice
nice.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, there's a bunch of what ifs. There's
I
a
don't know.
bunch of what ifs.
I probably would give it to D Rose. I probably would give it to D Rose.
Mm.
Yeah.
Nah, D
So
Rose
so
was
so
nice.
let so let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this. Since we switched to basketball, let me ask y'all this.
Yeah, I don't know how we switched.
I don't know either.
But let me ask y'all this. Give me your top five big men.
Ooh,
Shaq
that's a good one.
one.
Shaq's my number one. I'm sorry.
Shaq.
Is Dirk?
Uh
Could I put
uh
Dirk in there?
I would put Dirk.
can we put oh, it
Dirk.
gotta be David Robinson,
Yeah,
another.
David Robinson. Yeah, yeah.
Um
I'm gonna
Gotta
put
throw
Dirk in
Hakeem.
there.
who cuz?
I'm I'm gonna put Dirk in there.
You said who, Andre?
Hakeem,
Yeah,
Oh
King
yeah,
for
King.
sure.
the
Hakeem,
dream.
Hakeem probably my number one for real. Hakeem probably
Yeah.
Number one.
Mutombo.
not over Kareem. Not over Kareem, yo.
See, I never watched Kareem,
I
you
watched
know.
Same.
enough instant classic to see like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
watched enough instant classic, yo. Like I was Hakeem. Hakeem would probably be one. Shaq would be a very close number two, if not one.
yeah.
Kareem.
Bro,
So
Shaq has to be number one, bro. He had bro, they changed the game for Shaq, bro.
You seen
I
his
mean, you
stats
make a
against
great
Kareem
point.
though?
Forget stats.
You see, yeah, I'm just saying. You see the matchup
Who
against Kareem against Hakeem, bro.
who was
Hakeem
stopping
cooked him.
Shaq in his prime?
Didn't they stop him?
No,
He
they
didn't
hacked the
win.
Shaq.
He ain't win. This one, I get this is why I understand what people be saying, yo. Like if Shaq and Shaq even said it, if Shaq really wanted to, he would be the greatest basketball player of all time.
Absolutely.
Great. Just ain't he ain't do it. He ain't do it. His skill set was trash. He was
He's the greatest
He
big
was
of
just a
all
he
time.
was just a dominant force.
dominant.
Really, just a
No,
dominant
So
force.
I ain't gonna say no skill, but like skill wise, I
He
gotta
really,
put
but he
Hakeem
really
ahead of him.
achieved the skill. He was just bigger, and that drop step was crazy.
Yeah,
Drop step
yeah.
crazy.
I
so
never
That's
forget that first game he played against Yao Ming. He ain't know what to do.
oh yeah.
so if
Found
y'all
somebody bigger than him. He ain't know what to do. He got blocked and was like, yo, what happened?
so if y'all starting a franchise today and y'all had a choice of any player then and now, who's your number one draft pick?
Jordan?
LeBron.
That's a tough one for me.
You picking LeBron over Jordan?
Yeah, man. Don't come at
yeah.
me crazy.
Yo, I read this crazy stat
The only way I'm picking Jordan over LeBron is if Scottie Pippen can come too. I'm sorry.
So P Trav, so LeBron is LeBron a killer like Jordan?
No.
I
He
never
can
watched
be.
Jordan. He can
He
be, but
can
I never
be.
watched Jordan like that.
I
The
hate
only
that
way I'm
conversation
picking
about Braun
LeBron
that he's not a
over
killer.
Jordan if
I
the
don't,
other 9 top 75 players that LeBron played with can come with him too, yo. Like that's the only way I'm picking LeBron over Jordan. The other 9 top 75 players he played with on the 4 teams he jumped to. Like,
Right.
it's not close, yo.
It's
It's
not.
But yeah,
not.
who?
Bro.
But here's a stat, and I don't mean to disrespect your guy once again. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing that.
Kobe is my guy. I'm just honest.
Oh,
Kobe's my
I
guy.
mean, okay. Well, Kobe had to take the. He was LeBron's never been Robin. Kobe was a Robin for 3 years.
Kobe was Batman.
Nah,
Statistically,
Kobe. No, he was
Kobe was
not.
Batman. It was Batman and Superman.
You said Kobe was Robin, dog?
To Shaq, he
Yeah.
wasn't.
No, he's Batman.
It was Batman and Superman.
Batman.
Kobe led the team in assists,
I don't know
led
about
the
that
team
one.
in assists, led the team in go-ahead points, and led the team in points in the fourth quarter. In every one of their playoffs, and every one of their playoff series. Everyone.
But like I said, if Jordan, if I can bring Scottie Pippen, the real best player on that team with him, I'd definitely pick him over LeBron.
Whoa.
I really pick him over. I really,
Whoa.
Besides scoring, he ran the whole show. Besides scoring, that was Jordan's.
That's like saying Draymond is better than Steph Curry.
No,
I wouldn't go that far.
That's like saying Draymond better than Steph. Like Draymond do run the offense, but there's not a game in this universe where I'm picking Draymond over Steph Curry.
Well, would you pick Iguodala over him when he won the first championship?
They gave Iguodala the Finals MVP for playing defense on LeBron when LeBron led each team in points, rebounds, and assists. He didn't play good defense. LeBron averaged 30, and they still gave him Finals MVP for playing defense on LeBron. He averaged 30,
for just slowing him down.
He ain't how you slow somebody down. They still average 38, Nick.
Right.
Hey,
I like 38.
I like Jermaine.
I'm just saying, bro. He averaged 38.
It sound right coming off my tongue. I like Jermaine.
I'm saying, bro. Like statistically, bro, and I mean this with all due respect because I love LeBron as a person. But the difference between Jordan and LeBron is an entire Hall of Fame player. An entire Hall of Fame player. Like I saw a picture the other day. The difference between LeBron is 2 NBA championships, like 9 defensive players of the year, 10 scoring titles. That's a whole nother Hall of Fame player difference. A whole Hall of Fame difference.
You can't say that LeBron had 3. You can't say LeBron didn't have 3 Hall of Fame careers. Cleveland, Miami.
Oh man,
exactly.
He had the hop, skip, and jump to get those, yo.
Bro, like that's not cool.
The first one.
That's not
who
cool.
Played with him who played with him when he was who played with him when he was with the first time in Cleveland? Ilgauskas, Eric Snow. Eric Snow was his point guard in the championship. Eric Snow was his point guard in the championship.
You said Boobie Miles?
Yeah, Derek Miles. You know what I mean? Cool. All I'm saying, it's not that big of a difference, bro, between that. Who Kobe had? Sasha Vujacic?
Pau Gasol. He begged him to get Pau Gasol, and he got that. Y'all act like players ain't out there like, yo, I need this guy.
We really gonna compare Pau Gasol to Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh?
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that.
No, you can't.
Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, bro. Come on, man.
When LeBron went to Dwayne Wade, he already had 2 knee surgeries.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, exactly. He was already playing on bad wheels.
That's why he took away every third and fourth quarter. That's why he took over every third and fourth quarter.
Did he take over when they was about to get eliminated and he only had 7 points? LeBron had 45.
Give you
Come
that,
on,
bro.
bro. I can do this, bro. I can definitely do this, bro. I can
I
definitely do
honestly
this.
can't hop in this conversation because I stopped watching. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
That's when it got fun.
Man, listen.
You can't say you gotta stop watching basketball because Jordan left.
Nah, because
That's when I started when he got up out of there.
LeBron hop, skipping, jumping state to state.
He's only been on 3 teams. You can't say
Hey
that.
man, hey, listen up, man. I got my homeboy from Alabama
Oh man, yo, I'm
on
about to
the
lose
phone.
service when I go in this little
I
tunnel,
got
man. So
and
all
All
right,
you
right,
gonna
fellas, have a
Trev.
good night. And
All right,
Jermaine,
yo,
look,
we get with you.
ain't Jermaine, you, we in the group chat, ain't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
The greenhouse,
hey,
Yes,
right?
sir. We can,
Oh,
bro.
okay. Yo, I'm gonna get your number. I got to holler at you.
I say less, bro.
All right, man. It was good meeting y'all,
hey
fellas.
man, hey,
I'd be trash.
hey. So
Hey, we're gonna have you back, Trev. All right, yo.
All right.
Yo, I got my man from Alabama on here, man, and he's been listening in. He's gonna Trev just left, but he's gonna tell y'all the real about the LeBron Jordan debate. His name is Noah. So what's up, Noah?
All right, not much, man. All right, so when it comes down to it, Jordan the GOAT. I mean, he got
Yes, sir.
championships. That what you play for. All right, so I would say LeBron is good when it comes to longevity, but at the end of the day, he only got 4. You know, you can't. Jordan played what, 14 years,
14 years.
something like that.
14
He
years.
got him 6 though, and then 3-peated on both of them. I mean, what we arguing?
Hey, that's what I've been
Right.
saying. That's what I've been saying.
You ain't been saying nothing. What you been saying?
Probably would have won 2 more if he didn't play baseball.
Right.
Yeah. It's not close, yo. It's not close.
But you know, I think the world is to a point now where they ain't Michael Jordan won them so quick. They ain't looking at that. I mean, LeBron been like Tom Brady. Tom Brady been playing forever. He should have a lot. Brady played
Right.
20 years. Jordan played 20 years. Brian been playing 20 years. He should have a lot. But he ain't got more than Jordan. I think that's the goal. That's the bar.
Fact.
I mean, to me,
Fact.
Look.
Kobe got 5. Why folks don't talk about him?
Kobe 1A.
Mm-hmm.
That's 1A.
Look, Andre, what you guys say about that?
I'm not in this conversation right now. I'm not in this conversation.
Yeah, you are.
But
Yeah.
you know what, Jay, but you know what the young folk don't say is Brian. Because it's all about the era. 10 years from now, you know, they might be saying John go. You know what I mean? Or Luca go.
Fact.
You know,
So it's all about era. But when you live in both, you know, you got your say so in that. You know, a kid can't tell you that LeBron is the GOAT when they never seen Jordan play.
Right.
Facts.
And
You know, our folks will tell us Julius Erving was the GOAT.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man. You know, this era of basketball too, man. It's I think I was reading something about your boys the other night, man. The Celtics, how they hoisted up like 70 or 80 threes and didn't make
Right.
it was 100.
100
It's
threes
100.
in the game in one game.
No. It was 100 between the first 2 games of the playoffs.
Oh, I was about to
And they
say.
only made like 25 of them.
Oh, that is crazy. They would be on the bench if I was a coach.
Look,
That's the whole game plan.
That's the whole game plan.
That's
Threes.
the whole game plan. Yo. That's why they about to go home.
Yeah.
And Tatum just got hurt. He tore his Achilles.
Yeah.
That sucks, yo.
He should.
Dang.
They deserve to get there. Because you know what, to be honest, that ain't our first. Last year we were blowing 20-point leads. You know, so that's on Missoula. Hey, when you got a 20-point lead, I ain't saying take your foot off the gas, but you got to learn to play defense a little bit better. And I don't know.
No, you got a 20-point lead. You should be coasting to a victory.
That
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
Running the shot clock.
Yeah.
Why you 3-pointers with 14 seconds left?
You can't coast. You can't coast because the game is different. In our era of basketball, 20-point lead was a wrap. But the three ball blew up so much, 20 points ain't shit. Indiana put up 80 points at halftime the other day. 80 points, bro.
But nobody's playing defense either.
But what I'm saying, they put up 80 points. What's the name? Denver and OKC game. I think Denver 87 was what they put the whole game.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is it's the three ball. So 20-point leads ain't nothing nowadays. You know, because nobody, playing defense like that, and everybody shooters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Everybody. From the smalls to the bigs.
Curry done changed the game. Curry
man, you can put Patrick Ewing on the bench if he shot anything outside of 17 foot.
Right.
So let me ask y'all this. Is today's basketball worse or better?
You ain't got to finish that.
Yeah, you ain't got to finish that.
Let him finish.
It's worse. Now, I personally don't think Curry's the blame for the threes.
He's most definitely the blame.
Mark Jackson, Curry.
But that's his position. He's supposed to pull those. Everybody, the bigs, man, y'all get y'all butt down there on that block. I mean, like, what is you doing out there on the arc?
So Jarrell, so they showed something the other day where Wemby had like 50 or 60 points in the game, and none of his points was in the paint.
That's crazy to me. So y'all think that's Curry's fault?
Yeah.
Some people think that's Curry's fault. That's not Curry's fault. That's bad coaching. That's bad coaching for one.
That's not. You know what that is? That is coaching like the greatest coach in your era. That's what they did. The same way everybody mimicked the triangle offense after it was successful with Chicago. Everybody tried to mimic what Mark Jackson did, and Steve Kerr kind of like, whatever, man. That's a whole other topic. Everybody tried to mimic what Golden State did, but everybody don't have a Curry and a Klay Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where we at right now, yo.
So
high pick and roll, driving, collapse the defense. You could go up for that layup, but everybody's soft in this era, so they kick the ball back out for a wide open three, and everybody ain't Curry.
That's Curry's fault.
So what was you gonna say?
No. It ain't Curry's fault. It's the money. The NBA is about money now. You can't. You paying these players. Michael Jordan's biggest contract was $30 million for 1 year.
That's crazy too.
Andre Johnson coming off the bench make that much a year. Now today, so right now it's all about the money. You can't have your $250 million over 3-year star going to the paint catching that FOBO in the air. Cause now you out for the season and now you playing with my money. So
man. So this is where I say that y'all giving these athletes a pass because
he's saying they soft. You know what I'm saying? Like
they were trying to keep themselves on the team. So now you ain't coming with that layup. You finna catch this and you put a ball on the floor and you're gonna stay up out of there.
But my thing is, what's the difference between then and now? The difference is that these players don't want to go to the hole because they don't want to get injured, right? Or they don't want to feel that pain, right? But see, that ain't good basketball then.
Giannis is one of the ones that'll go though.
Giannis, Westbrook. It's only a couple, yo.
Yeah, it's only a few of them that'll go.
Right. That's why all these dudes switching teams. They say, shoot, I'm going to make as much money as I can. And when it comes down to it, I'll just jump on somebody else's team and try to win one.
Yeah.
Shot
I
fired.
think I think right now we all over the place with that because I think the bottom line is that I don't think that it's the money. I think that Steph Curry shooting those 40 footers has made for instance, Jordan Poole. Why is Jordan Poole hoisting up 33 pointers a game? Why? He ain't Steph Curry.
The
Yeah,
same Trey Young.
good.
Everybody, man. Like it's only three people in the league that I give that pass to, man. And
Mm-hmm.
it's Lillard, Curry, and still Clay. I still let Clay.
It
You're
makes
not you're not gonna say you're not gonna say Trey Young.
Trey
no
inconsistent, man. Like Trey
What?
not
inconsistent.
I was about to say he's very inconsistent with the
Trey
Trey Young
Young
pass.
Trey Young is nice.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he ain't nice. Like I'm
inconsistent.
nice. He
Yeah.
nice, bro.
From 3 point
But like
land. From three
from
point
beyond the
land.
arc, he inconsistent. He a mid range. He a mid range dude. He a hoisted. It
Bro,
ain't
you know how much money I lost on FanDuel because of him, yo?
yeah.
From
He
for
Trey, Trey Young
three
just
ball.
Trey Young just play that level. That's all that is. If Trey Young play, he'll fit right in.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like Jordan Poole, when he was on Golden State, Jordan Poole averaged 20 points a game coming off the bench. Guess what he averages in DC?
But that's
Yeah,
you can't you can't you can't make that
because
you can't make
because his mind is messed up now, bro.
Yeah,
not
well, his
even that. You
mind is
can't make
messed
that
up.
argument though.
What I'm saying, this is
Wait a
what I'm
minute.
saying is Curry or Mark Jackson fault. It works within that system. Every other coach looked at that system that was working for Golden State and was like, "We're going to do that system," but
Yeah.
y'all don't have a Curry. Curry is like a black hole for defenses. Yo. Like it's the reason Poole was averaging 20 because 20 out of his 25 shots was all wide open joints because Curry was
Because
hitting
Exactly.
why? Why?
through.
Because they was collapsing on Clay or Curry, right?
That's what
Exactly.
I'm saying.
You
You can't
you
do
can
that in DC where you got to create your own shot. Where Poole
Exactly.
Batman, you know what I'm saying? Like that ain't it.
Exactly. So,
So,
but Andre, what was you gonna say?
I said I'm saying that's two different teams. You comparing the team with Steph, Clay at the time. I mean they had some other players, but and then you put them on DC. Who do we have on DC the first year when Jordan Poole got traded? That was one of his worst years ever.
him and Kuzma,
Ever.
yeah.
Kuzma. Oh my god, I can't stand Kuzma.
Okay, so but y'all
I can't stand Kuzma.
y'all looking at the team, at the players, right? I'm looking at the shot selection.
Skill set.
Well, yeah.
Change
Okay.
the
Jordan
play
Poole has
different.
the skill set. Where do you think he got the confidence from to pull from 30, 40 feet? Playing with Steph.
No,
Curry, bro.
I'm not saying that he don't have the skill set. What I'm saying is that it's harder to shoot contested threes than when he was in Golden State shooting wide open threes.
Fact.
Right? And so that's all I'm saying is that his game didn't because they were saying that his game was going to translate to him, scoring 50 points a game because he was scoring 20 in Golden State, shooting threes.
Yeah, but you got the Wizards suck. We suck.
Man, don't talk about my Wizards like that, man.
No, look,
I didn't know you was a Wizards fan, cuz.
Yeah,
tickets $14. I'm with
it. I support the Wizards.
Go see my
We just
Wizards
got the
statistics.
Nah, I'm talking about your dad. I ain't know he was a Wizards fan.
Yeah, I'm a diehard Wizards fan.
Oh my god. I never heard you talk about a wizard ever. Date him.
You know why? Because they suck. They suck. So what is there to talk about?
Bro, I've never heard you talk about the Wizards,
This is
bro.
what I do. This is what I do with the Wizards. I watch like the first month of games to see how they look, and then if they look like clowns out there, I don't watch anymore.
And you don't talk about them ever.
I don't even watch when good teams come into town.
Yeah.
Bro, I've been to a couple of games down there, and you ain't never.
And you
no, I got the tickets for free, bro.
You wasted gas money.
The gas, yeah. So Yeah, I mean, but that
you probably bought popcorn and a drink. I wouldn't have gave him that.
you know we can get tickets, veteran tickets and stuff,
And
cuz.
I'm not going back
No,
to. I'm not going
no,
to a
the
Wizards game
Wizards. The,
until they fix that organization. They got to fix the organization. You know what they're doing right now? You know what the Wizards are doing? The Wizards are I think the ownership is purposely bombing so that they can get a number 1 draft pick.
yeah, but you know the draft lottery was last night. We got the 6th pick.
And
We
how
had the highest. We had one of the highest odds too to get the first pick, and we
How
didn't
the
get the
freak
first
Dallas
pick.
get that number 1 pick, bro?
And look, Rico,
Mm.
I said Rico, Nico Harrison pulls some strings behind closed doors because there's no way. Because they had a 1.48%
1.8,
chance,
bro, like a 1.8% chance.
It's crazy. They moved up
Mm.
10 spots from what they were projected at to get
That's
the number
crazy.
1 pick. Doesn't make any sense.
so
You trade away Luka, it caused all this ruckus in the league. And you get the number 1 pick the following year. How does that make sense?
that's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. I was going to say they traded away Luka. They got the Brow, and they got Kyrie still, right?
Mm-hmm.
He come back healthy from that surgery, yeah.
Yeah.
And then how in the world the Wizards tank the entire season and get the number 6 draft pick?
But you know what's funny though? I don't even think we were tanking. We just sucked that bad, dude.
No. The reason why I say that they tank is because they sent away decent players that could have helped them win games, right?
Who was decent?
I'm about to say who we had.
Who was decent?
I mean, you can't say Kyle Kuzma didn't want to be there no more.
Kyle Kuzma sucked. Kyle Kuzma was not good.
But guess what?
Like, he averaged like 20?
No.
Barely.
But look,
beginning of the season, like he was hurt or out.
Yeah,
quiet
20s. About Kuzma is that just a few years ago when Beal was on the team, Kuzma was
balling, right?
So he
didn't want to be there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's my point.
That was evident. Yeah.
That's my point. And then when I see Jordan Poole pulling from almost half court, taking crazy shots and everything, I'm saying either he don't want to be there, or they're saying just go out there and play.
He ain't been the same since he got knocked out.
Exactly. Yeah. He ain't been the same. His confidence gone. Yeah. His game gone.
I think he gonna. We're starting to get a better team. Like we got some draft picks last year with Keyshawn George, Bub Carrington, Alex Hart.
Yeah. Bub be hooping though.
Yeah, Bub be hooping.
Bub be balling.
Bub played all 82 games this season. Man. He gonna be nice.
But, Carrington, he from the city. He from St. Francis.
Yeah. But this is the thing though, is that everybody that y'all talking about that is now, like you say, that we adding to the Wizards. Who on that squad right now you think is gonna be a superstar? Who on the squad is an Ant-Man?
Yeah.
I mean, Jordan Poole, he's a champion.
All the players that we talking about, that y'all talking about right now, are role players.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody, yeah.
And Jordan Poole, the only superstar we got.
Yeah, he's a superstar only because of his past team.
Who?
But Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole is
but no, from what the media has portrayed him to be, he's a superstar. But as a hooper, Poole, yeah.
I'm telling y'all, once the Wizards start like get more talent and it starts to show, I'm telling you, Jordan Poole's gonna be averaging like 24, probably like 25.
They saying might get Derek Queen too, yo.
Yeah, I seen that. Seen that with the 6th pick. But I don't know how we gonna play him if we gonna use Sar, because Sar is our center. They got Derek Queen listed as a center.
He played like a
I
forward.
think Sar. I think he's a forward.
Sar?
He's too, yeah. I think he's tall, but he's too thin.
He like 7 foot.
I said he's tall, but I don't think that he has the body composition to get down there and bang.
But you think, see, that's the old head. This is new. It's a new NBA. They don't be banging like that in the paint no more.
Nah,
They don't.
that's what we just had the whole conversation about
Yeah.
that.
No, but what I'm saying is that what you're saying is that you don't know how Derek Queen fits into that system with Sar.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying that you can play Queen and Sar. And Queen could be your 5 and Sar can be your 4. He can play the 4. That's what I'm saying.
Derek Queen could play the 4 too.
Yeah. I actually think
I mean, honestly,
Yeah, me too.
Honestly, right now, I think the NBA is almost a positionless sort of league.
Yeah.
You see how Golden State was running it. You see how I don't know if y'all watched that Lakers series when they was playing the Timberwolves. I don't know how they were doing it. They were running small ball against Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert had like 27 and like 22 on him.
And Rudy
looked like Shaq.
Shaq even had to say it, bro. Shaq had to say it. I don't even want to compliment him, yo. But
yeah,
right now, that was dumb. I think they had like Rui at the 5.
Yeah, anybody but Jackson Hayes. The only big that they had.
Yeah, JJ might be gone, yo.
That was bad coaching.
Yeah,
it's terrible coaching.
Yeah, if LeBron is going to be there again, JJ definitely gone because LeBron get everybody.
I think though, like Andre, you were saying that like that's the old mindset. You gotta have bangers down low. You gotta have.
You would think you have to. But this day and age, you don't have to. We just had a whole conversation.
We had a conversation,
Joe. In that series, the way Gobert looked like Hakeem out there.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Got Hayes on the bench, like that's crazy to me.
That's what I'm saying. Like you got Adams, Steven. Oh, what's the cat's name? That comes off the bench that is just a straight banger. Like the guy that's all tatted up. I think his last name is Adams. I think is he on OKC?
No, you talking
about Aquaman looking yo.
Yeah,
he's on Rockets.
Yeah, he with the Rockets.
He's on the Rockets.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have to have bangers. Gobert can't shoot a mid range. All he's there for is to get rebounds and putbacks.
Offensive rebounds and put it back up. Yeah.
And defense. He's there strictly for defense.
No, nothing. Like
no. The offense don't even run through him.
That's why he's not there for buckets.
So
he there to play defense. I said he's not there for buckets. He there to play defense.
Yeah, they got rid of Cat for real. Minnesota was right last year.
I'm sorry, Jermaine. I think getting back to the point of did Steph Curry mess up the NBA? I say 100%.
No.
You got, bro, right now you got 3-and-D people that the superstar Ant-Man says, I'm gonna bring the ball up, and you get in the corner. Get in the corner, and that's all you do is shoot threes from the corner. Corner 3.
LeBron was doing the same thing.
I think saying messed it up is a strong, you know what I'm saying, is a strong thing. Did he completely change it? Absolutely. Okay. 150%. He changed the WNBA. Caitlin Clark wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for Curry.
Hmm.
The WNBA look like this right now, yo. Like
But
Curry is probably the most
Jacking threes.
yeah, man,
influential.
I
I think he messed it
I
up.
think I think I
Because
think that's
you
coach's
got big
fault,
men
yo.
out there shooting threes.
I
You
think
got big
that's the
men.
coach's fault, yo. I
You
think
think
that's
so?
coaching fault. Yes, cause why can't you tell your big man get your butt down there in the post and post up?
You know why, yo? Because in their brain, 3 is more than 2. The
And
problem with
and
that
that
is, the problem with that is, you missing a 3 is not more than a made 2.
Too right.
That's what Boston fell into.
and thus Curry messed it up.
No, stop saying that he messed it up, man.
Hear me out.
He
Hear
did
me
not.
out.
He did not tell everybody to start pulling tray balls.
What
He just perfected the shot.
yeah, he
He didn't
perfected.
tell them, "Yo, y'all should do this just like I do it."
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that
Mm-hmm.
is that he hit all those threes, right? So now the guys in the front office are saying, hey, analytics are saying threes are better than twos, right? If we hit this many threes in the game, then we have a better chance of winning. If we down by this many points, this can get us back in the game quicker. And then they're saying, okay, everybody, everybody shooting
So that's
three.
not Curry's fault, though.
Everybody can't be Steph Curry. You can't be
That's
jacking
fine.
up. You can't be
That's fine.
jacking up shots to
That's
try to
that's
try
not
to match his game. Like you got to
that's
stick
not
to your.
Steph's fault.
You
But
can't.
that's
You
the
can't.
only reason I'm saying, yo, it is Curry. It's a combination of Curry, Mark Jackson, Steve Kerr. Like, if it works, it's great. If it works, it's great. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like I said, the everybody mimicked the triangle offense in the 90s, early 2000s because it
Mhm.
worked. It was
Mhm.
successful.
Mhm.
Them mother suckers dominated so much that everybody thought they could do it, yo. And unfortunately, everybody can't do it. If it was just the 3 ball being attractive, they would have been copying off of Ray Allen. Ray Allen ain't win. He wasn't winning. When they dominated the way they was dominating, all the coaches wanted to do that, yo. On top of the
Bro,
fact that these players are soft and the 3 ball is a less physical approach to the game or whatever.
Mhm.
bro,
So
I heard Ray Allen the other day talking about how the three ball has ruined the NBA. And he is one of the best 3-point shooters out there. But he said
Yeah.
where I started was going to the rim, hit my mid range, and then getting into the rhythm of shooting. And if I needed a three, then I would shoot the three. But he said that he didn't just these cats are just starting at the 3-point line. They ain't
right.
even born.
Yeah.
So that's not Curry's fault. That is bad coaching.
No, that's
If I am the coach, I'm telling my bigs, what in the world are you doing? What
so
are
so
you
then
doing? Play your position.
so Relsky. So then I'm gonna ask you this. You the coach, and you gonna tell a cat that's making $45 million
I
a
don't care
year.
how much money you making. We're here
That's
to
what you
win
say right now.
games.
That's what you say right now because you ain't the coach. You can
We're
say that
here
right
to win games. We're
no,
not
but
here for you to jack up threes and try to make stats.
what coach is doing that right now? What coach
That's what I'm
can do that?
saying.
No, no,
That's
no,
what
no,
I'm
no, no,
saying.
no. I'm asking. I'm no. This is a real question. I'm asking you. What coach can do that? Because
Can
because
take
when that player because when
take
that
my
player
approach.
yeah when that player is making more money than you're making,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
what are you
I
saying?
understand that. I understand that. I understand the money aspect. Oh, they making multiple millions on top of multiple millions more than I am as the coach.
Mhm.
However, I am the coach,
You know what
and
LeBron fault, yo. It's LeBron fault, yo.
It is, bro. It's
LeBron,
Bro,
LeBron's fault and
my
coaching.
mind,
It's
bro.
yo,
always going to be LeBron's fault in my mind,
LeBron fault, bro.
regardless.
bro,
Why is it
man,
Braun
Regardless,
fault?
Like, yo,
Why is it
LeBron,
Braun
get him
fault
out of
though?
here, bro. It's LeBron, bro.
Oh
bro,
man,
Change my
LeBron.
theory. Change my
it was
theory,
it
bro.
was happening way before Braun
I,
because
I let
No, it was not.
yeah,
Stop
what?
it.
Yeah,
No, it was not.
Jordan.
LeBron was the first player GM, yo.
No, no,
He was. Watch Last Dance. Michael Jordan couldn't even tell his team what to do, bro. Like the
Couldn't,
Last
bro.
Dance showed if Michael Jordan couldn't tell his team what to do
yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
He
after winning,
couldn't,
Yeah, he did.
after
Why you
bro.
bro, I bring it back. Get out of here. Pay
why
him
you
more.
think
No,
why you think Doug Collins wasn't there?
because they was losing with the greatest basketball player of all time on your team.
No, because you're right. Because Michael Jordan got tired of losing, and he said he needed a winning coach in there, and
But
they went and got Phil Jackson.
that's not the same thing as your team going to the second round of the playoffs, winning, being competitive every year, and then you just being like, I don't like him no more. Change. Like Doug Collins wasn't, they weren't even remotely winning. Jordan
I
was
think
3-point line, doing slam dunks on the 3-point line.
no. You thinking Doug Collins took them to the playoffs and all that stuff, right?
They just couldn't get past
So
the
so Jordan got tired of losing to the Pistons, and that's why they brought in Phil Jackson. But it was Jordan. Jordan was like,
No,
"Yo,
bro.
I need somebody in here that's going to win."
No, it
Out
didn't.
goes Phil.
Like,
Out goes Collins.
I'll give you that to a certain extent. But Jordan asking for a coach to help change the culture, that ain't the same thing Braun be doing. That's not the same. That's
Yeah,
not the
it's
same.
not, bro.
Braun, like, bro, I'm about to have wine with this dude on a podcast. So we about to ting, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Surprise, surprise. This is my next coach. And then
yeah.
now, it did another thing. Jordan took blame. Jordan took the blame for that. Like, yeah, Doug Collins was a horrible coach. Jordan took the blame.
I hear a lot of hate. I mean, I don't think
Braun
that
has never took the blame for
Braun never
anything,
took the
bro.
blame. It's never Braun's fault.
Never.
I don't think that LeBron is better than Jordan, but I hear a lot of hate on Bron right now.
Oh no. This just all facts. This this facts.
Yeah.
I love the guy. I love him as a man, as a person, as a black man, as an example.
Mm-hmm.
For somebody that is as physically, it's the same way I kind of feel about Shaq. For somebody that's as physically gifted as LeBron is, he whine too much.
What? I was praying you went there, bro.
He whine too much. I love the guy, bro. Like,
What you sucking your teeth for, bro?
Bro, because Braun don't get no calls, bro.
Oh,
Braun
stop
don't get no
it.
calls. Y'all remember?
Bro,
It was
didn't they change rules for him?
What rules did they change?
All of them.
Give me a
Hey, Andre. That's when you know he don't have no rules that they change.
Handshake.
All of them.
Look, there was a couple seasons ago. They were playing the Celtics, and it was at the end of the game. Braun had went up for a go-ahead layup or like a game-winning layup, and they didn't foul. I mean, they fouled him. It was like 3 people on him. Didn't call it, and it had everybody like why are they not calling nothing or whatever? And he had Patrick Beverly coming over there with the camera showing them like the foul and everything.
Pat was that dude, yo.
Oh, that one time he
I'm
didn't
giving you
get
an
the
example.
call. He didn't
I'm
get the
giving you an
call that
example,
one
though.
time.
You
But
didn't
how
give me
many
an
other
example.
times? How many
Oh,
other
man.
times have he laid there on the ground and he looking out the corner of his
But
eyes?
that's every
like,
player. You can't say that.
like,
That's every player.
no, it's not.
That's every
Yo.
player.
Hey, he got you on that one, bro.
He looking out the corner of his eyes like, am I safe now? Am I safe?
Right.
Man, get your big butt up. I ain't even mop over there.
Yo,
That's every player.
Yo, he is. He's nice, bro. Like LeBron is great. I actually
He
got
is.
he's like number 4. I got him at number 4.
He's a
Five.
great
Who the
player, bro.
top three?
Wow, I gotta hear this.
Who
Mike
the top three?
Kobe. Mike
I gotta
Kobe.
hear this. Number
I got I
4.
got it's a toss up between Braun and Bird, but I got Mike, Cole, Kareem, and then Bird and Braun are like back and forth in my brain. Bird and Braun are back and forth in my brain.
Okay, I could see that. I could see that.
Bird team was on Bird. Like, yo, LeBron played. I can't even name how many Hall of Famers that Braun done played with. Can't even name. I know he played with like 5 or 6 different top 75 players. Bird didn't really have that, yo, and they equal in championships. I want to say it was a tougher NBA, so you got to give
Oh,
Bird
absolutely.
the edge in that. And I kind of got Bird ahead of him. Longevity right now is what gives, what makes me
Braun.
kind of put Braun ahead of him. But longevity is working against him at this point. At this
Right.
point, it's actually hurting his legacy.
Right.
Because you say he's not winning. Is that why he's hurting it?
Yeah, right.
That's fair.
It's hurting him at this point. Like, bro, just
That's
stop.
fair.
Stop.
Hmm.
I don't care how many points you put up because that's an asterisk right now because nobody play defense. Put Jordan in this era where you can't hand check and nobody play defense.
Man,
And don't stay in the post. Jordan would average
Jordan- easily.
Bro,
Mm-hmm.
you know, look,
Yo, you know the crazy thing is, bro, we had some topics to discuss, bro, and we ain't even get to
we
nothing,
ain't even
bro,
get to the topic,
except for the Shador thing. But go
no,
ahead, what you about to say?
but I was gonna say Larry Bird played with 6 Hall of Famers.
Robert Parrish. Who else?
Ash McHale.
Mikhail.
Johnson, Bill
Walton.
What
Walton,
Johnson?
Walton
What
on there.
Johnson?
Dennis Johnson,
Dennis Johnson.
the light skinned guy with the freckles.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Tiny Archibald, Nate Tiny Archibald,
Archibald.
and
You play with Archibald?
Yeah.
yeah, and
I
Dave
thought.
Cowens.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
6 Hall of Famers, Jerome.
Mm-hmm.
My only thing is he ain't jump around to go be with nothing.
Oh man.
Exactly, bro. That's an
Oh, man.
automatic disqualification, bro.
No. So
be.
this is my thing.
It can't be.
In fairness, that is a thing though. And then you
It
gotta
is,
also to figure again. It don't negate the fact that it was a tougher NBA. People played defense back then, and I want to say, like, what's the years for McHale wasn't 100% doing none of their runs. Who's the other ones? Who's the other ones?
It was
Robert Parrish,
Robert
Archibald,
Parrish, McHale, Johnson, Bill Walton.
Walton past his prime.
Past his prime. Yep.
Like, he didn't play. They were Hall of Famers, but they were like past their prime. LeBron brought over Wade and Bosh primes. Went back to Cleveland after they had 3 years of lottery picks, primes, and then went to pick everybody out to bring other players, other Hall of Famers in their prime to the team during the COVID year. So it is on paper, it sounds the same, but it ain't the same.
Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy that you bring up the fact that like LeBron jumped from team to team, and I'm looking up Larry, and Larry's only team was the Celtics, and then they well, who has LeBron played with that is Hall of Fame worthy, and it's like the Cleveland, the Heat, the second stint with the Heat, I mean with the Cavs, and then the Lakers. Like he's been with 4 or 3 different organizations. He's been with one organization twice. But I mean, he's played with Shaq, Ben Wallace, D Wade.
Shaq out of his prime, all out of their prime.
Bro, he's still
He
playing.
went back to a team after that.
Oh,
And
You didn't
3
say
years
that.
lottery picks.
Kyrie
3
Irving, Kevin Love, Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard,
Melo.
Carmelo Anthony.
Oh my
What?
goodness. I love Melo. You can't say Melo. Kevin Love came from the Timberwolves where he was averaging like 20 and 20, but then turned into a spot up shooter when he came to the Cavs. Can't say that.
That's because
Best player
LeBron.
he's played.
Yo, LeBron don't make
Yeah.
great players. LeBron don't make great players better, yo. He don't.
he don't, bro.
LeBron is excellent at making garbage players nice, though. Like I'll give him that. He got it in reverse. LeBron made. I don't know how you do it, yo. He made garbage players nice, but put him on the team with another superstar. He damn near like he did the same thing with Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh went from averaging what 20 and 15,
Let me see.
25 and 15.
I don't even think Chris Bosh was all that.
I
For
think
real.
I think this is what I think about LeBron. I think
Yeah, I ain't
LeBron
never like Bosch.
is one of the greatest players in that ever, laced up tennis shoes on the basketball court, right?
Mhm.
I think he's just such a nice guy. Yeah, for real. Because like there's shots that he could take, or that times he could take over. He's just bigger, faster, and stronger. But I think he's always been chasing Jordan,
Agreed.
and he's
Mhm.
always
I mean,
wanted to
who's not?
look better
Mhm.
than Jordan,
Who's
Mhm.
not?
right? So I think that's even hurt him in some ways, where he's given up shots. He hasn't done the things, and that's why I said earlier that I don't think that he's a killer like Jordan. Like
Yeah,
Jordan's
he's
like,
not.
give me the ball and get out of the way,
Out the way.
Right.
And so I think that that's a detriment, because he's always been chasing Jordan, always,
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
bro. But I think too, for me, for him to jump around from team to team like that hurt his legacy.
Facts.
And that's when I stopped watching NBA, bro.
Facts.
That's when I stopped really stopped being a NBA fanatic, bro.
Because Jarrell, listen, when you think of Michael Jordan, like one team, regardless whether he had help or not.
99% of the players back then did that. Yeah. Go ahead.
Nah, there was like,
There was nobody jumping ship to chase a chip, yo.
what are you
Ain't
talking
nobody
about?
do that. Go ahead.
Charles Barkley.
Not in their prime. Not in their prime.
Charles
Come on.
Bar-
Come
Charles
on, cuz.
Barkley. Where
Stop
did
it.
Charles Barkley go to in his
Stop
prime?
it. Stop
Where
it.
did he
Where
go?
he went to
Oh wait,
Phoenix?
Come on, Phoenix.
no,
He went to Phoenix or
no,
Philly?
no. He started in Philly. He went
He
to
started in Philly.
Houston.
Come on, Houston with Pippen.
I forgot he went to Houston.
That wasn't his prime. That
That
wasn't
was
his.
his prime. He was down there with wasn't he with Akeem? Yes,
Yeah. Another one.
that was his prime. And y'all don't think about Barkley's prime until he went to the finals with Phoenix.
Phoenix. Yeah, that's all I can remember,
Yeah,
honestly.
but he
Yeah.
was in his prime in
Yeah.
Houston.
I didn't even know he had a stint with Houston.
Yes.
Yeah. I forgot that. I completely be forgetting about that.
No, I remember that because he had Pippen. It was him, Pippen, and
Mhm.
Yeah, Pippen.
past his prime.
No, I don't think he had Pippen.
Yeah, he did. Pippen was over there too. Him and Pippen couldn't get along.
Mm.
Pippen couldn't.
In Houston?
They still beefing like till this day. Them two still don't like each other. But like Hakeem was
Right.
past his prime. Pippen ain't want to be there, and Charles couldn't get his weight in order. That's not the same.
Oh,
That's not.
that
the
was
same
99, 2000. Yeah, come on, cuz. That don't even count.
as a genetically.
Don't even
At 20. Yeah, man.
What are you talking about?
That don't even
99
count. Pippen and Barkley.
I I never said that it was 99 or when
No,
Pippen played
no.
with
Google says that it's 99 and 2000. That's when they
Yeah,
played
Barkley.
yeah,
together.
yeah. They only
Barkley
played a season
Barkley
together.
went to Houston in '96. And yeah, he played with
Yes.
Akeem. He played with Clyde Drexler. He played with Scottie Pippen. He played with Kevin Willis. He played with Eddie
So,
Johnson.
okay,
He
okay. So
Kato Woodley with Steve
what I
Fredrickson.
said, 99% of the players back then did not do anything remotely
I'm about
close
to
to
say,
what
you give me
No, no,
one
no, no,
play.
no, no,
LeBron
no,
did.
no, no. That's a lie. That's a lie
That is
because
not a
That's
lie.
one play. That's what he.
That's
That's what
that
1%.
1% that did
That's the
Barkley.
1%. The other
no,
99 ain't yours. I,
no,
Exactly, yo.
I
no.
think
Yeah,
Jordan said it. Jordan, no, Shaq said it. Shaq was like, "Yo, if I could have played, if I knew it was okay for me to join up with Jordan in Chicago, they would have 14 championships, yo."
Right.
yeah, yeah. But that's
Like,
what I'm saying. Like the superstars, there was only a few superstars in the league back then. Your Magics, your Birds, your Jordans, Barkley, people like that. Yeah. But there was still cats that jumped around the league chasing a chip.
No. Well, nobody's.
Uh,
I'm about to say you name it superstars. You ain't name one scrub, one role player. I'm saying
Right.
like
for who?
Right.
that jump
UAC,
around.
you ain't see Hakeem, you ain't see Isaiah, you ain't see who else? You ain't see them dudes jump around. You ain't see Clyde jump to I mean somewhere else. You ain't
Clyde
see
Drexler, Clyde
Clyde,
Drexler went to
Clyde,
Portland.
he got traded.
Clyde.
That
come
wasn't
on, cuz.
And it
Come on,
wasn't
yo.
in his
there wasn't a general like
You ain't see Larry
at,
Johnson. You ain't see Sean Kemp.
at
You
20
ain't see Gary Payton.
at
Gary
20
Payton at his ending years
yeah, bro.
went. You know what I
So
mean?
knees, bro. Like he couldn't even bend his knees in the Lakers jersey, bro. Like it's
Yeah.
not the same. LeBron went at 20. What was he? 22?
Man, he was fresh in the league. That's
Yeah,
all I know. Yeah,
yeah. Like 22, dog.
yeah,
And he
man.
still had the crown on his head, still, bro. Like he
Right,
hairline back then. It's
right.
it's not the same, man.
It is
Like
not.
I said, I love him to death. He's still in my top five. Still in my top five. But yeah, as far as that number one spot, the longer him staying in longer now is actually hurting him in the GOAT debate at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. I think these past 5 years or so, he's just been chasing stats. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all he's been doing, just chasing stats, bro.
I don't
Man,
think so. I don't think so.
on the delegate, you look like you've been looking up something, bro. What you got to say? What you got to say? He,
Actually,
you look like you about to bring in some kind of magical fact that's about to just shut everything down, bro. What you got to say, bro?
I'm just saying, man, like Barkley jumped from the Sixers to Phoenix to joining Clyde and them, right?
he ain't
You got Clyde
Philly
that jumped
Philly
from
got rid of him because he was fat.
nah,
It's not the same, yo.
nah. Clyde,
And like I said, it's that
Clyde,
1%.
Clyde started with Portland and went to Houston to team up with Elijah Wan.
Black people ain't even
Like,
had rights back then. It ain't the same. Like
bro,
they ain't mess with us, man. They ain't control where they wanted to go. They got them about it.
Rodman went to the Spurs.
Robin was sleeping with Madonna. He could do what he want. Robin is different, bro.
Yeah,
Robin,
Rodman different. He a different
All
dude. And
right.
then Rodman wasn't even Rodman until yeah, I mean
Until what?
a little bit on the Spurs, but until he got to the Bulls.
No,
He was nice on
no,
the pitch.
Yes. He
no,
wasn't he wasn't the worm.
But he was
Rodman was the worm in Detroit.
Come on,
What are you talking about?
bro,
Rodman was Detroit.
what's his
bro.
name?
Rodman was the worm. That Rodman was the window cleaner in Detroit.
Who got their computer up? Y'all looking at what was right in the stats in the Curry?
I got
Say
What
say that again. Rodman stats win.
you said in
It
Detroit.
yeah, it was just
Rodman average.
magnified. It was
Mm,
magnified a lot in Chicago because Michael
right.
was Mike. The Pistons
Oh
was
no.
just me.
Oh
They
my
was just
god. His last year with the Pistons, he averaged 7 points, but he averaged 18.3 rebounds.
that mother sucker was nice, bro. That mother
Oh
bro,
my
bro,
Bro, he was not the worm with Detroit
bro.
until his last 2 years, yo.
His first year with Detroit, 77 games, 6 points a game, 4 rebounds a game, right?
Exactly.
Four,
he's a rookie though.
four,
He's
Yeah,
not getting no bump.
15 minutes.
yeah,
He was
yeah.
only getting 15 minutes a game.
Yeah, I mean
Okay.
his stats is going up each year.
By the time uh uh 1992, 1993, he was averaging 18 rebounds a game.
that is he was
He
elbows.
went from
Yeah.
4 to 18.
Yeah, we got that.
That was in Detroit. You were saying
Yeah.
that he wasn't the
Yeah.
worm in Detroit.
So, okay. I could be wrong.
No,
Okay.
you are wrong. Don't say could. You
I
are
could be
wrong.
wrong.
Yeah.
So I knew nothing of him. Me personally,
Uh-huh.
knew nothing of him until the Bulls. I knew that he played for the Spurs. I forgot that he played for the Detroit
Yeah,
until some years ago.
with the Lakers.
You talking about the last dance?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. But
With
but yeah, like he wasn't, world renowned, you know,
I get,
until he got with the Bulls.
Yeah.
I
I
give
didn't
you
know I didn't know after the Pistons he played for the Spurs. I thought he went straight to the Bulls and then the Spurs after
Nah.
that.
Hmm.
He played for the Spurs for a couple years, and
Yeah.
he couldn't get along with Popovich, so that's why they got him out of there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dennis
I
Rodman
I
didn't
had
remember him there, but
because
and then
he had his
the
own signature
Bulls.
shoe. He had his
Right.
own signature shoe, right?
I had him.
Yo,
what they
he
call
had
it?
The worm.
Rob. What were they called the worms? I thought they were called
Yeah.
Rob.
Yeah.
Um, in 1992, Dennis Rodman had some teams don't even get 34 rebounds for the whole team. Dennis Rodman had 34 rebounds in one game against the Indiana Pacers as a Detroit Piston.
freaking nature, yo.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
That
Yeah.
cocaine.
Yeah. Rob. Nobody has been compared to Rodman since Rodman. That's
Cause I ain't
that's
gonna lie.
strictly a role player.
Hey, cuz you say you had these worms?
Yeah.
These are the ugly shoe, cuz I'm not gonna
Yeah, they
hold you.
definitely were ugly, bro. They
These are
definitely were.
ugly. These are really ugly shoes. Oh my
But
god.
back then,
Like,
Rodman was the man. Rodman was the man. So you got them worms on. Yeah, I mean, you looking at the ones with the zipper.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Now
Hmm.
I had the one with the big Nike sign that was backwards,
Yeah.
It was backwards. Let me see.
bro.
The they like mid,
And
mid.
it was like right in the middle of the shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I like those ones, but the one with the zipper, yeah,
Hmm.
those is
I
not
didn't.
hard.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I didn't have the one with the zipper. I don't. That's those were trash. Those were trash. I ain't had the one with the zipper, man.
Bro, they had him at the PX, bro, when we was in Louisiana, bro. I got him, bro. Got him,
Yeah.
bro.
Bro,
Never
bro,
forget.
so I had a pair of Rodmans when I went to Korea.
Yeah.
I got me a pair of Rodmans, and I was playing down at the gym, man, and the whole sole fell off the bottom of the shoe, man. I was like Barney Rubble out there, bro.
You got him in Korea?
I got them in Korea.
That's why.
Yo,
That's
that's
exactly
crazy too
why.
because I took them back to the Korean store, man, and all they did was glue them back on. That's all they did was glue them.
Bro.
That's all they did was put glue on them and gave them back to me, man. I was so
Oh
mad.
man.
I was so mad. They, they was black and white Robins, man. Black and
Oh
white.
man.
But yeah, man. So but yeah, man, we ain't get to get to all the topics,
Yeah.
man. But
This was good though, yo.
this is
Yeah,
good.
man. Definitely appreciate you hopping on with us, Jermaine and Andre. We definitely I definitely want to get you on one day on another joint exclusively for you. To talk your purpose, talk things that you got going on and stuff like that too. Andre, I don't even know what you be doing, bro. You be playing with yourself all the time, bro. I don't
Bro.
know. Nah, but all jokes aside, yeah, we definitely want to have you on, Jermaine, and talk your book, your music and stuff like that,
Yeah.
in the near future, bro.
Yeah.
Um
I'm wrapping up yours
yeah,
too. Day 40
yeah,
three. So
that's a bet.
fifth day, I'm gonna do a whole review for that joint.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Andre, you got anything to say before we
Yeah,
close
man.
out, man?
So yeah. Once again, I'm gonna say that the Bridge Podcast, we bridging the community, and having conversations, just casual conversations, whether it's
Mm,
sports, whether it's politics, whether it's just things that are going on in your personal life. So we trying to bridge that connection and having a full fledged community conversation. But we
mm,
appreciate you guys coming on tonight. Andre, we're gonna have you on too to talk some Lamar Jackson stuff.
Oh
Oh, I'm
And
yeah,
ready.
football
when
I'm
season
ready.
coming up.
football
I'm ready.
season is coming up for sure. We got the NBA draft coming up, so
Hmm.
we're gonna be talking about the NBA draft. The I think last night or a couple nights ago we had Relsky and I had a conversation about mental health in the
Hmm.
community and about our personal mental health. So we're gonna dig down on a lot of these issues and just have conversation because it's because for a long time, man, especially in our community, we don't talk to one another about things and we don't put things on the table, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. And that's what we're here for. We just here to bridge that conversation. So look, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit those notifications, man. We appreciate y'all, man. So Rel, take us out, man.
Yeah, man. Like, subscribe to the podcast, the Bridge Podcast. We on Facebook at the Bridge Podcast. We on IG as the Bridge Podcast 1. YouTube as the Bridge Podcast Official. Again, I'm your co-host Relsky.
I am your host, the delegate.
Yes, sir. And definitely appreciate y'all tuning in. And we will catch y'all later. Peace.